Hi, this is Elitom El-Amin, Breatharian, and now we're talking about breatharianism. Okay, that's one level. That's a health lifestyle. But we're talking about beyond meat. Beyond meat, that's something. Now, when vegetarian first came out in the West, it came out in the 60s during the hippie movement over in America. And back then, it went through a lot because people still had in their mind, you need to eat meat in order to live, to get what you need. And as time went forth now, we're in a whole new age, 2020. So not only vegetarianism, but veganism came a long way. It grew. But there's still people that ain't got the memo. There's still people that got that old belief system. And here I am now in wonderful India, so it's good to meet Lakshmi. Let's get that. Now, how do you say your last name?
Dr. Lakshmi.
Dr. Lakshmi. Okay, forgive me.
Is it going live right now?
Yeah.
It's going live right
Yeah.
now. No, you're joking.
This one makes it good. This is why it's called live. It's going live.
It's not good. It's going live right now.
Yeah. That's what live TV is all about. You think I was playing? I don't do editing and stuff. I just go full go. Now this is good right here just for the opener, Dr. Lakshmi. All right, listen.
Are you putting this live?
That's awesome, ain't it?
No, but are you putting it live?
Yeah. It's already on. See, there's people right there right now looking at it. They're saying, oh, there goes Dr. Lakshmi in wonderful India. Now here we are in a place in Pyramid Valley. This is what it's called in Bangalore in India. In Pyramid Valley, we're having a pranic festival here. People living on prana. We got one guy here who's like the godfather of prana. How they say it? Mataji?
Mataji.
Mataji. And many know him as Pranajani. Prahlajani. So, but he's like the godfather, over 70 years living on prana. But in this age we're in now, we got a lot more information about people raising their vibration, wanting to feel better. So at least, if you can't catch leaving food alone altogether, that's not what we're trying to teach. At least leave the denser vibration of food alone. Now, Dr. Lakshmi, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're into the yoga and all this other stuff. Tell me.
I have been I have not transitioned to becoming a breatharian, though I did try earlier.
Yeah.
I have done, sun gazing, following Shihira Ratan Manekji's practices.
Right.
And I found my calorie levels had dropped considerably to about 800,000. I was doing fine. Last 3 years, I've been following a natural health lifestyle, which also has brought my calorie levels quite low. And I eat a lot of raw foods, fruits, vegetables.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, how do you feel since you made that transition?
Great, wonderful. I feel so good.
Right.
And, my journey actually started on this path a very long time back. In 2004 when I learned yoga. And before that, when I was a student, when I was doing my graduation, my study in veterinary science.
Right.
I've done both my...
Oh, the veterinarian science. So you working with the animals too?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm being a veterinarian. I trained in, I also did a postgraduate degree in veterinary medicine. So at that time it was very, very important for me to be, following this path.
And we was laughing so hard yesterday. You said, I got the veterinarian, but I work more with people. And I said, people are animals. So you got the right degree.
Yeah, actually, if you see all the cruelty issues that we see today, whether it's slaughter of animals in slaughterhouses or use of animal products in daily lifestyle, they also become people have become a part of people's lifestyle. So I always say, if you want the best and most effective way to work for animals, or one of the best and one of the most effective ways, besides doing the animal rescues,
Yeah.
And besides setting up shelters and taking care of injured animals, the second most important work is to educate. Tell people
Right.
what is the impact, the health impact, the environmental impact that eating meat, consuming animal products has on our planet. And right now, our planet is going through a very critical phase. All of us are experiencing it on a daily basis, everywhere. And we know what's like. We know the weather's changing, extreme climatic events, outbreaks of diseases. Even if you look at diseases right from the current Wuhan coronavirus to all the major
It's
epidemics.
connected to animals.
Yeah, it's all 75%. Oh, that's what I have. One statistic which says 75% of most of the epidemics that we have been seeing in the last several years have an animal source of origin.
That's something, ain't it?
That's one. And second is cancer.
Right.
You see, most 80 to 90% of the diseases, the chronic lifestyle diseases that we see today are all related to
meat.
Of diet. What's in your food?
Right.
What are people eating?
That's something, ain't it?
Yeah.
We got to put 2 plus 2 together. You're saying if you look at the trail with a good eye, it will lead you to human behavior on how we treat other beings.
Yeah, and we need to understand that we're all the same. If you look at the DNA, if you look at the animals which are going for slaughter are the same as you and me. They have families.
Right.
They have parents. They have offspring. And they have cousins.
Right.
They have friends. And there are so many studies which show the kind of friendships that cows form with one another. The affection and love a cow has for a cow.
Right, crying if you take it away, all this other stuff.
Like, it's unimaginable, unbearable cruelty that happens today. Anytime an animal is slaughtered, it's not just the slaughtering, the rearing of animals. I have seen.
You've seen it.
Like, I've seen
concentration camps.
And it's like, I can't imagine that in this time and age where we call we say that modern lifestyle is so many gadgets, so much of technology. It looks like advancement, but is it really?
That's something else. The quicker to kill the animals, that's their technology.
Is it sustainable?
That's right.
Socially
instead of destroying ourselves.
People are starving, and there's no. The
Now
same land could be going to feed the animals, to feed the people, which is going to feed the animals, going into the polluting the air, the water,
the
soil.
Water, the soil.
It's this whole cycle.
Right. Causing us a lot of harm.
Why are we doing this?
And see, check this out. Even when I teach prana, which is eating very little or none at all, and people, when they think of breatharianism, they thinking about just not eating and drinking, and that's the full goal. But my breatharian process started when I became a vegan. That's the start of the breatharian process, because my health improved. I left the lower density frequency of food alone, and then once my health got better, that showed I got more prana into my body, prana into my life. It started approving things that started opening up my cognitive thinking with my mind on how I'm looking at the world, treating other people, treating other animals. See, that's the pranic lifestyle right there to put you on the path. Now, this gets good. Because today I'm going to be teaching about our energy body. That's very important to notice. So, all beings got an energy body, even animals. So when you're killing that animal, you are what? Altering this energy that's coming off his body. Now you're messing with this energy that just got abused. So therefore, we could say an energy body is an entity that's attacking the people. See, we haven't been looking at high blood pressure, cancer, as an entity that been let loose due to human behavior. We created it. So now the person who's doing that is being tormented by this entity that they've been messing with, indulging with. And this is what humanity is under, is being attacked on an energetic, spiritual level. This is heavy, ain't it? This is before we even break it down to a chemical level. Okay, we got those statistics. When you deal with energy healing, the energy body usually gets sick before it manifests in the physical body. So we're reversing it now. We have to go back energetically and see what are we doing to hurt this planet, to hurt other animals. And once we figure this out, to go back to the moral energies of things, then it starts straightening up the physical. Is this making sense?
Yeah,
this is
absolutely.
awesome.
This is so great because once once you're working at the energy level, all systems just it starts harmoniously getting balanced and
here we go.
Coming back. And so people are now looking at problems in isolation and trying to solve it. But here's a whole integrated way. And it's so beautiful.
That's awesome, ain't it?
Great.
And see, that's why my breatharian journey started, because I was obese, overweight, because guess what my favorite food was? Salisbury steak and gravy. I was eating the meat every day, the steak sandwiches and this and that for breakfast. I didn't know, I was ignorant. That's why Buddha said, what? Suffering comes from ignorance. You don't know. You're ignorant. You're just following suit. So that's showing that humanity, we're scared to admit it, you're ignorant on an energetic level. You're smart, so what? You're a doctor, so what? You're a lawyer, so what? You do this, you went to school, you got your degree. But on an energetic level of life, that's what's being violated here. And what that's doing is taking away, shortening our lifespan, making us unhappy. Depression is on the scene, and these are nothing but entities, unseen forces, because consciousness don't need a physical body. See, we're bringing back up things that people scared to talk about. So when I made my changes, when I was messing with those entities, it was attacking me. I felt bad. Here, there. But then when I left the entities alone, leave the meat alone, then pretty soon they're going to look for somewhere else to go. They're not going to attack you because you're not on that frequency. So then you get the good subtle energies that's coming into the person. So that's why I like how you teach yoga. Now, that's a journey within itself. That is what? Opening up, bringing more flexibility, more prana into the body. But yoga is better being practiced on a lighter diet.
True.
Huh?
I'll just join you in a minute.
Yeah! I'll take it from here. She's taking care of the camera because we got it going both ways. That's Dr. Lakshmi. And look how she was really saying the impact it has on the planet. And now we got this coronavirus out here. Now, I'm not going to get up here and say that that's here because of, whatever from China, conspiracy. It ain't about a conspiracy. We can link it up because there's been many viruses we've been being hit with, and we can link them with eating meat, the way they're being treated. And what she's talking about, this global change, that's not a conspiracy, because when you got a bunch of cows and a bunch of chickens in one place living out their life and they're using the bathroom, it's bringing a lot of methane gas up into the atmosphere. Now, back when they was free walking around, they weren't forced to have used the bathroom in that one spot over and over again. So it's like a nuclear mushroom cloud that's coming up all over the place, and you can see with an energetic eye. So it's affecting weather changes, it's affecting our health, it's affecting the air, it's affecting the water, just like you're saying. And like we said, when you deal with these types of viruses, it ain't about if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
The planet, our Mother Earth, we cannot, for us to survive, have to do, just survival. We have to take this. It's our responsibility. It is a responsibility.
That's like a fish dirtying up his fish tank. Now, he shouldn't be in a fish tank, but you don't dirty up your environment.
Right.
And then let's just be real with it. You in a relationship, everything has a relationship. And if somebody's angry in a relationship, it's going to eventually make your relationship, your life angry or bad. So even though people ain't looking at it, we do have a relationship with nature. And when we're violating nature, so we're not looking at it like high blood pressure, cancer, strokes, liver ailments. All of that's meat related, but that's a relationship that's been violated. So what the spirit of the chicken is saying, okay, since you did me like that, I'm going to do you like this. You got high blood pressure because my spirit was angry. This is the way I went down. I want to limit your evolution also. That's the game nature's playing because it deals with an energy exchange. So there is a law or fairness that takes place. So as humanity, we're just doing a wake-up call. And now listen at this. If you're used to eating meat and we're saying this could kind of get to a person saying, but I love it and this and that. Okay, we got that. Nobody said it's easy when it comes down to making a new habit, making a new change. But the benefits will be so much better and you can do it. If I can change, anybody can change. That's awesome, ain't it? I come from Soul Food Valley, the African American diet where every meal got meat in it. Even down to greens, you gotta have meat in it for it to taste good. So it ain't no just pure vegetables like that. So everything's heavy, everything's greasy. So I came out of that lifestyle, that community, and I was gaining weight. And everybody around me was like that, and I thought that was the way to be. But when I made those changes due to I felt bad. We might as well go ahead and say it. And when I go around the world teaching breatharian retreats, there's always somebody there saying, well, I do know when I got on, eating more fruits and vegetables, at least 80%, I felt good. I felt the best in my life. And this is what it's all about. Don't you want to feel good? That's all we got to tell people. And we can do it.
Yeah.
It takes time. It's an education.
It's the education.
Yeah.
And what I've seen is that, actually a lot of people, it's also cultural. Eating meat is very cultural. People are brought up that way.
Right.
So they don't realize it. They don't connect. They don't understand.
Don't connect it.
They don't connect it with horrendous cruelty. They don't connect with the impact it has on the number of several billion being killed every day. They don't realize it.
Don't realize it.
But when they see films like Earthlings, it's like even without seeing the film, even if you just explain,
Right.
I've seen that people think, oh, is this really
This
happening
really
like
happening?
that?
A concentration
People
camp.
reflect.
Right.
They develop the sensitivity and then automatically they make shifts. This
So-
is what I've seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Through yoga, I've seen such remarkable
Transformations.
transformations.
That's what it's all about.
And where the consciousness, like I say, people become aware,
Yep.
become very much conscious, and then certain ways of living, certain food choices don't appeal anymore.
Right,
It drops off. So I feel also that yoga is a very powerful tool for transformation.
Powerful science.
For inner awakening.
And they even say it's best to practice on an empty stomach. Here we go. And then the breatharian message is right in there. It's on the third level. Not the seventh level, the third level. I was at a Kriya Yoga ashram and I said, there it is right there. When your hunger would decrease, your thirst would decrease. But for that to take place, that means that a practitioner was also following the science of what they're putting in their body, the set times and cycles. And dealing with the denser foods, that's like a no-no. So right there, we're just trying to upload the vibration of the planet. Now, even though I'm a pranic teacher, a breatharian teacher, I don't expect the whole planet to go around not eating. But we do expect the whole planet to stop eating meat.
Yeah, precisely.
That's powerful.
Yeah. And the point I've seen is that, what I've seen is that when people are educated on, if you look at one country, Finland,
Right.
where there was in Finland at one point, the North Karelia project, where Finland at one point had the highest maximum mortality of people dying from heart attacks, heart disease, coronary artery
Here we
disease.
go.
So,
Arteries clogged up, all of that
yeah,
meat.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And that time, it was in the 70s. At that time, there was this cardiologist, Dr. Pekka Puska, who brought in a huge transformation.
Right.
They dropped the level of animal products, including the butter and milk and cheese, and the dairy as well as the meat. Was brought down. People became physically active, and they found a huge drop.
So the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Not just on the individual level. I could tell my own testimony. My breatharian journey started when I became a vegan. Period. You might as well go ahead and say it. Prana got into the body, felt better. So not only on the individual level, collectively. Now you use that word that doctor brought a huge transformation to this group, this nation. It was education.
It was completely education.
To take them out of ignorance into some enlightenment, but you got to know some things. Know your actions. Know what the outcome is going to be. This is good, ain't it? So it's nothing magical no more. We're in the age of information. This is why we're doing this video. To help people to say you can do it, you can feel better, you can help other beings. So there's nothing better in life when you can help other beings.
Yeah,
that's something, ain't it? Because we're collective.
Truly. Truly, and it was not just heart disease, it was also cancer.
Oh, without a doubt.
It dropped like so dramatically. And when we talk about cancer, we have so many studies from around the world.
So many.
That show that
the information is there for those who want to find it.
Yeah.
But see, that's why we're making this video. You ain't even got to find it. All they got to do is listen to us, huh? We found it for you.
Yeah, Dr. Colin Campbell's.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And Dr. Dean Ornish's work.
Right, you can go on and on. You got all the facts down.
Dr. Esselstein.
Right.
And in India we have Dr. Vimal Charger. He's been working across the country. He's a cardiologist. He also works with communities to teach them how they can transition to he also brings in the zero oil.
Right, so this is deep now. And see, it's just like when people come at me on the breatharian levels, do you get hungry? And I said, well, the hunger is not there no more. And then I get to the level where I'm saying, well, that means that something externally is calling you. Something is still influencing you. That's why you feel that way. So that's why we're going back to the energetic levels again. That's a spirit that's calling you, that's influencing you until you can break that cord, break that line that you got attachment with. Now, again, we're not telling people to break their attachments from all eating food, but at least break it from the denser energies that we know what the outcome is going to be. We got proof on it already. I see so many different groups make changes. Even I was with this African-American Hebrew group, who left America back in the 60s, who over in Israel. And their statistic compared to the average neighborhood in America is totally different. They became vegan, and the other ones just stayed the same on the traditional soul food diet. So right there, they got their own little record of over 30 years of what will happen on just leaving the denser foods alone.
And India has become like an epidemic. I mean, India is as a country having the world's largest number of patients with cardiovascular illnesses and diabetes. So it's like
me and a friend was talking.
India,
Sometimes a group of people will chase something they don't have. They want to test something else out. See, the older nations, that's what I call them. Like India is an older nation. It's in the Vedas. It's in the Upanishads about what you put in your body, what you eat. It's talking it. But for some reason, I guess everybody wanted to explore and go to the other side. But now it's time to come back to those traditional teachings that have been telling you all along. Everybody got in trouble. So it's like the West is trying to chase the Eastern knowledge, and the East is trying to chase the West with the materialism, getting out of themselves. But what we need is the balance now. The balance is now here. We got enough information what we know now. East meets West. The West have made equipment now where we can back up those things on the energies that's coming off of our body, the energy that's coming off of certain foods. Yes, a vegetable has a higher aura or higher energy than a piece of meat. So right there, if you're an energy being, what should you go for if you want to feel better, have more energy, look better, all of this good stuff. So this is good, ain't it?
And yeah, that's true.
Go ahead.
I also wanted to talk about lifestyle products, like, you know, the leather in the shoes or the
Right.
furniture, the upholstery.
Right.
It's
Fur
more
coats.
leather that's going in so many spaces, and you have vegan leather available, which is from aloe vera, and you have not aloe vera. There's another plant. Sorry.
I know what you're talking about, but we're in an age too where you can even make a choice on the products that you're using.
Yeah.
That's something, ain't it? Which is another energy again. See, because how they say, you should wear clothes that's, your pores can still breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get that through the cottons, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, we got so much, even hemp. You know, people want to talk about what you could use all of this for. See, the plant world is so awesome, you could create a whole society just off the plant world. You can make houses, books, medicine, food, furniture. That's a whole society. We ain't even need no money to do that. It's all over the place if we learn how to get educated and work as a team, and all of humanity could be really prosperous on this. But dealing with this greed, taking up land to enslave another species.
Yeah.
That's something else. And the influx of that is we're destroying ourselves. Wow, that's something, ain't it? Man, but I'm glad we're putting this out. We have to. This is the groundwork right here. We're at ground zero. You can't go no lower.
Yeah.
So right now the ship has to come back. That's why the light is helping us on this journey.
Yeah.
So even though I'm teaching the Breatharian knowledge, it comes in levels and degrees. But the call now is, at least leave the meat alone. This is what we expect. We're going to call you on it. And we're going to keep on barking. You know, to free up those other energies to save all of us. And you could say, well, this is my life. I could do what I want to do. No, you're connected to the rest of us. You hurting everybody else.
Yeah,
You are your brother's keeper.
It's the law of, interconnectedness. Like for a system, it's like a whole system.
A whole system.
Planetary consciousness.
Yeah.
Everyone gets affected. It's not just one person.
Not just one person.
Yeah.
No man's an island.
Yeah, that's true.
And you get more power when you learn to delegate, give away, instead of control. This is me, this is mine. That old thought and idea is leaving straight out the door. So just because a human being thought they were getting away, I could do it because I can. But it just proved that you can. When we look at the major diseases that's in the first world countries, they're all preventable.
Yeah.
That means they did not have to happen. That's ignorance.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, yeah, you rolling. But to show your true knowledge or your wisdom is when we can combat those things, but they don't even have to exist. See, people ain't been looking at, well, it have to exist sometimes. No, it don't. Don't open up that door. Don't let those entities out. Don't let those spirits out. That's what's pervading humanity. These forces, just because you can't see them, but it's talking in your ear. Come on, let's go to the chicken place. That's what it's doing. Come feed me so I can stay alive. That's what's happening. So we have to defeat this through what? Meditation, yoga, bringing in the light, education, understanding the complications of it, the implications. And then that entity will get broken or transmuted into something else. We got the power to do that. That's what makes us special as human beings.
That's true.
This is awesome, ain't it? That's power.
That's true.
Wow. This is something, ain't it?
And I also always feel there's a connection, very strong connection between, what do you say, the large scale, the consumption of animal products, animals.
Right.
With increase in crime and violence in society.
Oh, now you talk about this messing with the consciousness. It is.
There's a correlation.
Right.
Because I've read about studies which show that through meditation, just practicing meditation, and a certain number of people in a city, it brings down the crime rates.
Oh, yeah.
Violence in the city.
And that's not far-fetched. we're synergy beings. Remember we said everything is connected?
Yeah.
See, even like when I be doing my retreats and everybody else doing their thing and we be sending energy balls, pray for the world. We are actually changing it.
Yeah.
You're making it a better place. See, every time you transform yourself, you transform other people.
And it goes out to the whole world.
Right. This is what we're doing. So we're at a good age because we're doing it. We're not going to stop. We're rolling ahead. Not stopping for nobody. And we're constantly what? Changing people more by more like a domino effect. There was a time nobody would listen to me. Then all of a sudden, one person listened to me. Then 10 people listened to me. Then hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. Now we're in the millions arena. Yeah, we are. And right now we're in India where there's 1 billion people. After we get done, all billion of them gonna know us. This video right here, this stuff we doing, everybody gonna know what we talking about and say that makes sense. So again, we're not pointing the finger, we're not putting nobody down. We're trying to pick everybody up, get them from up under the bus, and make the wake up call so everybody can wake up. You understand?
Yeah. It's not about. I think here we're just saying it's just a level of understanding and conscious and just being in the space of what you say, being more peaceful from within, being happier from within,
being happier from within.
From within. It's like there's so much joy which comes in. It just spontaneously emerges.
It's hard being stressed out, ain't it?
And you feel so energetic. You feel so good. It's like what do you say? Vitamin H, happiness vitamin, which just bubbles from within you. Once you make these little baby steps.
Once you make those baby steps.
Yeah, it's like habits. Habits drive us. Habits drive our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So it's when we look at the habits, they just set in like that. So when we become more conscious of our habits, it's like looking at the alarm clock and then we set the time. So same way we set the habit, little bit. And it's in a few months.
Hear what she just said? She just said the breatharian journey. I be telling people it's a little bit at a time. It's not about putting tape on your mouth. You just said the journey right there. A little bit at a time. But right now the call is going out again. What are we saying? To leave meat alone.
Right. Meat, and it's not just meat. Meat is heavy with insecticides, with pesticides, with
domino effect.
A lot of hormones, antibiotics, and cruelty. The cruelty is that it's coming into the suffering of the animal is in the food.
That is
and
crazy.
the sad emotions are being eaten.
Right.
The sadness goes into the body because where will it go? The stress goes into the human body.
Oh, absolutely. You see, humans have just got arrogant. Because just say if there was an alien nation that came to the planet and it ate humans.
Imagine.
That'd be then all of a sudden it's a whole different ball game. I used to do that the same way. You got a couple years to live. That's getting you all fattened up. You understand?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what we're doing to another being.
What are we doing? Like this is like
it's an ugly trip.
Cruelty. I mean, it's
wow.
It's like
something
if
to think about.
There are hells. These could be the places.
This is the place. And health is what if we was to define it as wholeness. It's more than just physical health. It's emotional, mental, your relationships. See, you can even be catering to those denser energies and lashing out at other people and all this other stuff. It's affecting your whole total being, your whole makeup. I guarantee if you leave those denser foods alone, you understand, you will feel a whole lot better and you'll treat yourself better than others. Because that's where it begins with. You're treating yourself better.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a step of love right there.
That's the truth. I mean, it's like eating food is like an investment in your health.
Yeah.
That's so. Why would people eat food which is unhealthy and affects the health, happiness, peace of mind?
Right.
Why would it need to be done?
That's something else, ain't it? So right there's other issues going on with that being to even do that. That's like a self-sabotage, a suicide. No love.
And There are so many good alternatives. There's mock meats, there is
Oh,
soya,
man.
there is mushrooms.
We live in such a great age.
Wonderful substances.
Even, okay, now I even got to say it. Of course, there's a lot of people love ice cream. But we got so many different ice creams out there now. You don't even need to deal with the dairy.
Yeah.
They got soy ice cream. We used to have so much fun. The rice ice creams and I could go on and on and on what they got out there. So you don't even need to say, well, I like that and I just can't help it.
Yeah.
There's an alternative. Good age that we're in. A lot of people, see, veganism is booming right now.
Yeah.
It's about to take right off the floor because people is feeling this. So there's a lot of celebrities that's doing it now, making these changes. And the bottom line is no matter how much money a person think they're making, if you violate universal laws, you can't buy your way out of it. And when I'm teaching this breatharian message, I do meet people, you know, different statuses and stuff like this. And there's always that person got everything materialistically and this and that, but their physical body on how they was treating it, nature wasn't listening. And they got to go through their own little battle, their own little test to go through to bring back self-love. That's what it boils down to. And then you can start loving others, you know, before you even learn other stuff. But this is where it begins with raising your vibration. Then you'll be able to see these other levels that we're talking about. No, you can't see food freedom when you way down here. Usually when a person criticizes me, I know it's not the knowledge. I know it's not me. They're crying about where they're at. Help me. It's a help call. I'm stuck. I can't believe you can get out of this and I can't. And I'm saying I did get out of it. And I'm here to come back and get you. I didn't run off to the mountains. I'm coming right back with the knowledge, bringing my life out here, showing you this is the way we do it. We're going to work as a team.
That's so wonderful.
This is awesome.
So much kindness. Because you could easily be living in a mountain retreat and
Right.
not connect with others. I mean, you could just be experiencing the most wonderful revelations, the most amazing experiences you could be having in the mountain.
Right.
I mean,
But it's
you're
there.
already so evolved, but you are coming down, coming back, reaching out, connecting with people, helping them.
And I love
That is great. That's so
it. It's a great work.
It's a great mission.
Oh, man. And I got to repeat myself over and over again. Didn't you hear me? No.
Yeah, and it's tiring. It's tiring because
But
you
it's
have
fine.
to say the same. But you are doing such a wonderful, life transforming work for millions of people.
Because I understand, this is the understanding. Everybody is me. And even though I could be up on that mountain, if everything else is torn up, it's eventually I'm going to get shaken. So you can't run away. This is you. Come back into yourself. No matter what you have to take, what you have to do, and bring everything on up. Because heat love to rise upwards. Remember when we say that energy love to rise upwards? We can't go no lower. Right now humanity is making a trip. We're all going back up and everybody's coming. No man left behind. No woman left behind.
That is so that is the concept of that's what
We
is
got all the
part
help.
of our tradition, part of all the traditions, all the religions, that you take care of everyone. No one left behind.
Nobody left behind.
That is so
The train is awesome. All aboard! So this is good. So any more last words? I mean, we put out a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
This is just part one. I'm doing a 6 series right now, but this might end up being 20 after I get done in here in India. But this is great information that people love to hear. This is awesome, ain't it?
I'd also like to add a couple of points.
Alrighty.
One is about plastics, microplastics. They are everywhere.
Right.
And they are in the food, whether if it's not just meat, it's fish.
Big time.
Fish, all the marine life. People say I gave up eating meat, but the fish is there on
Wow.
the table, and the fish is also, these microplastics are circulating in all the oceans.
Microplastics. Here it is now.
And it's all getting consumed.
Human behavior again, messing up everything.
And all the bisphenol A, everything is coming into human bodies, and we don't know where the cancers come. We don't know where
Right.
so many ill diseases are coming from.
See, a lot of people haven't sailed the oceans. We call that water wilderness. You know, there's all types of life forms there.
Yeah.
It's the water wilderness. So a lot of people never experience really going out there. But this is what happens. I was in the Navy and we're out there. Boom, 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 boom. So of course you got all these men and women on the ship. You got to do something with your garbage. So you know what we did with the garbage? Overboard, out of sight, out of mind. Constantly.
Yeah.
Trash call, trash bags. Now back when I was in, they were throwing trash bags full of everything. Now listen at this. So this is accumulation, not just from our ship being in the U.S. Navy, the most powerful Navy on the planet. And here you go, all these ships all around the planet, all these boats. So there's garbage on the bottom of the ocean floor. You can imagine.
Yeah, it's I know.
But it's out of sight, out of mind to the average person. And microplastics, what she's basically talking about, micro means very, very small.
Yeah.
It was breaking itself up, but it still exists.
Yes.
So you got a fish who might eat it, a bird who might eat it. There's turtles. We had this turtle one time that was dead, and it was being eaten by, you know, the other organisms, but inside of it was nothing but plastic and trash.
That's the sad part. It's like the waste management needs to be taken care of.
Big time. And we as humanity, again, can make something different that can take the place of plastics. Now, one thing I like here in India is when you go to the different places, the stores, they don't give you the plastic no more, and they're making a great comeback on that. So people is waking up on those levels. You know, different governments are saying, okay, if you're going to get a plastic bag, it's going to cost you, and stuff like this. And then there's a lot of people, when I go to different places around the world, they'll bring their own bag to shop with. So that's a good habit to get into, you know, to start. Don't take part in that. You understand? Don't get your hands wet just because everybody else doing it. Messing with those entities, that's what it's saying. And see, the best teacher is a teacher of example. So when you start doing that, the person probably won't catch you right away, but you're setting the example just by how you're doing things. And they'll remember it. It's getting computed in. So that's one of the best teachers on how we're carrying ourselves, how we're growing. And it's like we said, the light is going upwards. The light is in everybody, so there's another type of communication that's taking place where I could be talking to a person without even moving my lips. It's the energy, the synergy that's coming off of us. This is awesome, ain't it? Good age we in. So again, you hit it right on the head, the plastic, the micro. So this is a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, it's actually, as if you ask me, I feel it's more a lifestyle change, the whole entire lifestyle. Where once you become conscious of the impact of, we just ask one question, okay, what if I use this product or consume this food, what is its impact? Just one question.
What's its impact?
So you just understand, I mean, and then it then transitions
Right.
because then it becomes a philosophy, it becomes your own personal philosophy, and
Right.
that's one question.
And people slowly waking up because they are challenging their own governments, because there was a time, due to money, we could make a lot of money off of this. But now people are saying, okay, did you test that? What's the impact? Okay, we got to look at things differently. It ain't about how many jobs it can give and all of this. So we got to challenge these things. There's a sacrifice.
Yeah, and maybe impact is also impact is also, again, we are using our thinking brain. So even without that, just being aware, being in a feeling space.
Right.
Just feeling.
The feeling space.
The feeling, yeah.
I felt so good when I left meat alone. When I became a vegan, I lost 20 pounds, which is, I don't know how many kilos, but that felt great. Just from leaving one specific thing alone and say, I'm going to leave that alone. That's awesome, man. So there's millions of people out there wanting to lose some type of weight, and they could first concentrate on leaving alone those denser foods before you even move on. And like we said, there's so much of an alternative for what you could get now. You don't need to harm those other species now. This is awesome. Oh, man.
So earthlings and glass walls are great communicating.
Say that again.
Earthlings and glass walls. 2 films must watch.
Earthlings and Glass Walls. I seen Earthlings, good movie. Good movie. Now Glass Walls, I'll probably check that out on my journey here.
I can't bear to see Earthlings. I've seen it twice, but the second time I just stopped. I said I can't see this because there's so much cruelty. So many, meat is one aspect.
Right.
Use of animal products in food, use of animal products in our daily life.
Right.
That's another aspect. And researching on animals.
And being here in India is great because they do got the thing dealing with almost, we'll wrap it up. They do got the thing of not eating the cows. The cows are sacred. So when I was in southern India, I did a video one day where the cows was walking on the beach, and the people noticed how free and happy the cows were. They wasn't under all that stress. Even their feces on the beach was not even that much because they wasn't stressed out. But then it's a whole difference when you got an animal in a concentration camp.
Yeah, that's
Whole nother energy, you can feel it.
Yeah.
They're not happy.
Yeah, I just want to add one point about when you say about cows being free, we're talking about culture and tradition. So when people reconnect to culture and traditions, like in India, you have this wonderful tradition of animals being protected and cared for. You have lots and cows, the gaushalas, where cows were cared for, and cows were part of families. So in which case, they did consume milk, but then it was more very limited, and the role of the cow was more to help enrich the soil. The cow dung and cow urine used to help improve the fertility of the soil, and cows used to wander around.
Yeah.
So it's just like people would never.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you integrated the animals into society, into culture in a good way.
Yeah.
That's what people got to get back to. Oh man, this is awesome, ain't it?
So maybe we'll talk and again.
Oh, we got some more coming. We jamming. Good job. So this is Dr. Lakshmi. She really did a great job here. And I had to get her for this to start out, Beyond Meat Part 1. This is something.
Please call me Lakshmi.
Oh, listen, Lakshmi. And what did Lakshmi mean again?
Lakshmi means, you tell me, I would say.
What'd you say, the shining star or something like that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
See,
I would also say
here we go.
abundance.
I'm a genius. I know everything. All I had to do was look.
Abundance.
Abundance. That's
on
right.
On all levels.
On all levels. That's what we're talking about. Abundance. That's what health is. The relationship of abundance, happiness, it all goes together. No in between. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. We're having fun. So we got some great things to do, but I'm going to be teaching more about that today, dealing with our aura, our body, and food affects it big time. So we'll be going all into that. So thank you once again.
But I forgot to tell one point.
All right.
That
Go
I
for
wanted
it.
to say that I've been vegan for several years. My vegan journey started in '99.
Yeah.
I dropped chocolates, ice cream, cakes completely.
Right.
Yeah. And
Well, that's tough for some people.
yeah, but then
Good for you.
I became a 90% vegan or 85% vegan because for a very long time I would still say take some tea.
Yeah.
And then it came to a point where I was taking tea with dairy whitener. That was just, like it was, to me it's not the transition about vegan, but just being aware, being conscious.
And I like how you brought in that percentage.
Yeah, and I see that after the last 7 years, I think, I've been 6 years, I would say, I've been completely vegan. But I found that though I was a yoga teacher, it still took me a long time to move here. So what I understand is the power of the habit. Difficulty in giving up tea. Just now I don't drink any tea.
Right.
Earlier, the difficulty in giving up tea, I used to make it with soya. Sometimes I used to add dairy whitener with the vitamin B12, and I used to say, oh, vitamin B12, I need that. So little bit, dairy whitener would add. And I knew it was psychological, but it was still there. Then 3 years ago, I attended this wonderful natural health camp conducted by Dr. Arun Sharma. He stays in Arizona in the US, and he's a grandson of Acharya Lakshmi Sharma. And what he had to share was amazing. And what I understood is like, now my diet is totally vegan.
Right.
And I also found that you don't need any vitamin or mineral supplements, including vitamin B12.
Wow.
The body can make.
That's good.
That
Once
was
you
a
heard
great-
that was a game changer. See, that's what it's all about. Now, she just said the breatharian process. Everything's a process. See, the power of a habit, habits have power to it.
Yes.
But you loved yourself, you stayed committed, you just kept moving along and let yourself transform. It wasn't about overnight.
Yeah, it was a journey.
It was
because
a journey.
I didn't give up tea for such a long time.
Right.
So,
And other things, you know, you were able to, but it's just those little things, these idiosyncrasies that people are beating themselves up over, and you don't have to. You just need to just stay on that journey, keep working with it, and eventually you'll be free.
yeah, you just need to be patient and kind with
Oh,
yourself
man.
and accepting also.
This is awesome.
And not judging and not putting a label on yourself. It's not about being vegan or not vegan. It's about just being where you are and knowing that this is
Right.
the next step and just being gentle and kind to yourself.
This is the next step. Oh man, this is awesome. Boy, this is powerful, ain't it? Isn't it? The power of the habit.
So after we finished our interview, we still had a lot of conversation to talk.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff to do today. So we about to go do some meditation and qigong, all this good stuff. We got the pyramid to work with. So we'll talk to y'all later, and we're gonna keep on putting on some good stuff to help everybody as we move ourselves into our next transition into life. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Voila.